an open
You're
floor.
not breaking my door.
Ma'am, come on, you gotta go down here and
It's against the law. If I say no, y'all can't break my door. You're not gonna pay for it. You're not breaking my door.
Peggy Herrera called 911 because her son needed help.
He was having a crisis and he locked himself in the house.
Peggy was afraid of what might happen if police showed up.
I need the ambulance to show up first, not the police.
EMTs arrived with police, who could see her son through the window.
Listen, he's fine. He's there. You can see him. He's not bloody. He's not nothing.
But the situation went south.
That's it.
Ma'am, please.
And I ain't never had problems with the law, so no.
And they never once asked me to move. They just took me right down. Sergeant said, take her, move her.
No. No. Stop. 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 Don't break my door. Leave my son alone.
Stop, man. Why are you doing this? Stop.
Miss.
Don't break my door. No.
Give me the other cup.
Don't put my cup.
You're doing this to yourself.
When he heard me screaming, he opened the door, said, my mother. They grabbed him by the neck, pulled him down. He never got the help he needed, and I spent the night in jail.
Let me go. You got him. Let me go.
Encounters like these are why many are calling for police to be removed from responding when someone calls 911 about a mental health issue.
Hello? Yeah, they're here. Hello? Hi there. Hurry up and get your inside. My sister's depressed. Oh, okay. Let me just introduce ourselves. No, get inside and help her.
Welcome to week 4 of training for Be Heard, a new city pilot program set to launch in Harlem next month. Instead of sending EMTs out with police, the city will now send them with social workers instead, like Sally Mae.
When police show up, it's very traumatic for a patient. You see their eyes go like this. So already they're elevated. It's very difficult to de-escalate. Police don't have that training.
We're here to make sure you're safe.
I think this is an awesome move. This is something that's been needed in this city for a very long time.
The teams are drilling for various scenarios.
Strongly urge that we go to the hospital.
It could be someone on the platform, it could be someone on the street, someone who seems like they're talking to themselves, but it's more than just talking to themselves, they really need help.
This is not to have anything against NYPD. I like to use the term, you can't use a hammer for every situation.
The city chose to test the program first here in Harlem because it's the dispatch zone with the highest number of mental health calls to 911, 8,000 or 9,000 calls a year. The neighborhood also has psychiatric resources, so social workers can refer patients for follow-up. Residents here are watching closely.
If I was a social worker, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I've got some problems. I'd like to talk to somebody. Somebody please listen to me. Police are not trained to listen, they're trained to respond.
It can absolutely turn dangerous, unless these EMT workers are prepared to handle that.
Be careful with where you are responding and what you're doing on these jobs.
The teams are being trained in self-defense, but some EMS representatives fear for their safety.
It only takes 5 seconds for a non-violent situation to become a violent situation. Or maybe they should be carrying the kind of spray that, male carriers carry, maybe pepper spray.
EMTs will receive extra pay. The NYPD says while fewer than 1% of mental health calls end with an arrest, they do support this program. As for Peggy Herrera's case, the charges against her were dropped. An NYPD spokeswoman says Peggy blocked the officers from providing aid to her son, who had said earlier in the day that he might hurt himself.
It's ridiculous that I was criminalized for calling for help for my son.
It's uncharted territory, but Mayor Bill de Blasio has already set aside $92 million to expand the program citywide next year.
The world is watching this program, and we feel it.
Melissa Russo, News 4, New York.